down? Go forth, they cry, accursed and forlorn, to hate and scorn.
O ye just men, who speak my sentence now, the city's hate, the ban of all my realm, ye had no voice of old to launch such doom on him, my husband, when he held as light my daughter's life as that of sheep or goat, one victim from the thronging fleecy fold. Yea, slew in sacrifice his child and mine, the well-loved issue of my travail pangs, to lull and lay the gales that blew from Thrace. That deed of his, I say, that stain and shame, had rightly be atoned by banishment. But ye, who then were dumb, are stern to judge this deed of mine that doth affront your ears. Storm out your threats, yet knowing this forsooth, that I am ready, if your hand prevail as mine now doth, to bow beneath your sway. If God say nay, it shall be yours to learn by chastisement a late humility.
Bold is thy craft and proud, thy confidence, thy vaunting loud. Thy soul that chose a murderess' fate is all with blood elate, maddened to know the blood not yet avenged, the damned spot crimson upon thy brow. But fate prepares thee for thy lot, smitten as thou didst smite, without a friend to meet thine end.
Hear then the sanction of the oath I swear. By the great vengeance for my murdered child, by Ate, by the fury unto whom this man lies sacrificed by hand of mine, I do not look to tread the hall of fear. While in this hearth and home of mine there burns the light of love, Aegisthus, as of old, loyal, a stalwart shield of confidence, as true to me as this slain man was false, wronging his wife with paramours at Troy, fresh from the kiss of each Chryseis there. Behold him dead, behold his captive prize, seeress and harlot, comfort of his bed, true prophetess, true paramour. I wot the sea-bench was not closer to the flesh full oft of every rower than was she. See, ill they did, and ill requites them now. His death ye know. She, as a dying swan, sang her last dirge, and lies, as erst she lay, close to his side, and to my couch has left a sweet new taste of joys that know no fear.
Ah, woe and well-a-day! I would that fate, not bearing agony too great, nor stretching me too long on couch of pain, would bid mine eyelids keep the morningless and unawakening sleep. For life is weary, now my lord is slain, the gracious among kings. Hard fate of old he bore, and many grievous things, and for a woman's sake on Ilian land, now is his life hewn down, and by a woman's hand. O Helen, O infatuate soul, who bad'st the tides of battle roll, overwhelming thousands, life on life, 'neath Ilian's wall! And now lies dead the lord of all. The blossom of thy storied sin bears blood's inexpiable stain. O thou that erst these halls within wert unto all a rock of strife, a husband's bane.
Peace! Pray not thou for death as though thine heart was whelmed beneath this woe, nor turn thy wrath aside to ban the name of Helen, nor recall how she, one bane of many a man, sent down to death the Danaan lords, to sleep at Troy the sleep of swords, and wrought the woe that shattered all.
Fiend of the race that swoopest fell upon the double stock of Tantalus, lording it o'er me by a woman's will, stern, manful, and imperious, a bitter sway to me. Thy very form I see, like some grim raven perched upon the slain, exulting o'er the crime aloud in tuneless strain.
Right was that word. Thou namest well the brooding race-fiend, triply fell. From him it is that murder's thirst, blood-lapping, inwardly is nursed. Ere time the ancient scar can sain, new blood comes welling forth again.
Grim is his wrath, and heavy on our home, that fiend of whom thy voice has cried. Alas, an omened cry of woe unsatisfied, an all-devouring doom. Ah, woe! Ah, Zeus! From Zeus all things befall. Zeus, the high cause and finisher of all. Lord of our mortal state, by him are willed, all things by him fulfilled. Yet, ah, my king no more! What words to say, what tears to pour, can tell my love for thee? The spider web of treachery she wove and wound thy life around, and lo, I see thee lie, and coward, impious wound, pant forth thy life and die. A death of shame, ah, woe on woe, a treacherous hand, a cleaving blow.
My guilt thou harpest o'er and o'er. I bid thee reckon me no more as Agamemnon's spouse. The old avenger, stern of mood, for Atreus and his feast of blood, hath struck the lord of Atreus's house, and in the semblance of his wife the king hath slain, yea, for the murdered children's life a chieftain's in requital ta'en.
Thou, guiltless of this murder, thou, who dares such a thought avow? Yet it may be, wrath for the parent's deed, the fiend hath holpen thee to slay the son. Dark Ares, god of death, is pressing on through streams of blood by kindred shed, exacting the account for children dead, for clotted blood, for flesh on which their sire did feed. Yet, my king no more! What words to say, what tears to pour, can tell my love for thee? The spider web of treachery, she wove and wound thy life around, and lo, I see thee lie, and through a coward impious wound, pant forth thy life and die. A death of shame, ah, woe on woe, a treacherous hand, a cleaving blow.
I deem not that the death he died had overmuch of shame. For this was he who did provide foul wrong unto his house and name. His daughter, blossom of my womb, he gave unto a deadly doom, Iphigenia, child of tears. And as he wrought, even so he fares. Nor be his vaunt too loud in hell, for by the sword his sin he wrought, and by the sword himself is brought among the dead to dwell.
Now whither shall I fly? For all in ruin sinks the kingly hall. Nor swift device nor shift of thought have I to 'scape its fall. A little while the gentler raindrops fail. I stand distraught at ghastly interval, till on the roof-tree rings the bursting hail of blood and doom. Even now fate whets the steel of whetstones new and deadlier than of old. The steel that smites injustice's hold, another death to deal. O earth, that I had lain at rest, and lapped for ever in thy breast, ere I had seen my chieftain fall within the laver's silver wall, low lying on dishonoured bier, and who shall give him sepulchre, and who the wail of sorrow pour? Woman, 'tis thine no more, a graceless gift unto his shade, such tribute by his murderers paid. Strive not thus wrongly to atone the impious deed thy hand hath done. And who above the godlike chief shall weep the tears of loyal grief? Who speak above his lowly grave the last sad praises of the brave?
Peace, for such task is none of thine. By me he fell, by me he died, and now his burial rites be mine. Yet from these halls no mourner's train shall celebrate his obsequies. Only by a Charon's rolling tide his child shall spring unto his side, and in a daughter's loving wise shall clasp and kiss him once again.
Lo, sin by sin, and sorrow dogged by sorrow, and who the end can know? The slayer of to-day shall die to-morrow. The wage of wrong is woe, while time shall be, while Zeus in heaven is Lord. His law is fixed and stern. On him that wrought shall vengeance be outpoured. The tides of doom return. The children of the curse abide within these halls of high estate, and none can wrench from off the home of sin the clinging grasp of fate.
Now walks thy word aright, to tell this ancient truth of oracle. But I, with vows of sooth, will pray to him, the power that holdeth sway o'er all the race of Pleisthenes. Though dark the deed and deep the guilt, with this last blood my hands have spilt, I pray thee let thine anger cease. I pray thee pass from us away to some new race in other lands. There, if then wilt, to wrong and slay the lives of men by kindred hands. For me, 'tis all sufficient meed. Though little wealth or power were won, so I can say, 'tis past and done. The bloody lust and murderous, the inborn frenzy of our house, is ended by my deed.
Aegisthus enters.
Dawn of the day of rightful vengeance, hail! I dare at length aver that gods above have